bro. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Ready, Freddy. Ready, Freddy. We heavy. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? An evil laugh. We are back. Woo. Feel good. I feel good. It feel good. Yeah. Testing my singing chops in case we got to sing some songs. You never know.
You never know.
You never know when you got to hit some notes. Come on, baby. Come on, mama. Hey, man. They'll get it or they get it on the replay.
They get it or they get it on the rebound.
You feel me?
Yo ready to raj.
Vamos a ver si estamos en vivo o no estamos en vivo. Vivo. Word, son.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dice 30, pero es 31. Pero vamos a cambiar eso después, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Love y'all. We here, baby.
All right, turn that down. Yo.
All right.
Here we go.
We promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We promise tomorrow, and it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.
Yes, sir, it is. Hello, world. It feels like it's been a minute, but welcome back to the BMB GreenRoom podcast. I go by the name of Budda Bless, and this is my co-host,
Brother Mikey.
and we will serve as your entertainment this morning, this afternoon, this evening, tonight. Whenever you see this, we'll serve as your entertainment. But if you are here live with us, what's up? Welcome back. Thank you for the support. We love y'all. Y'all know how it's going, man. It feels like it's been forever. My brother, how has your month been?
Good, man, good. We just, you know what I mean, situating shit, making things happen. Just
Right.
got back off the road this week. You already know.
Woo,
It
exciting.
was a long trip, too.
Very exciting trip, man. First time out there to Minnesota. Shout out to all the beautiful people in Rochester that we met. It was amazing, bro. That energy out there was so dope. It feels good to see people that are like just stopping you on the way in, like, oh, yo, I've been waiting to meet you.
Yeah,
We wait
yeah,
on another side, so usually we get to do some shows, and it's never really on that side. So it was exciting, man. You met a lot of people or what, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Got some good response, good welcomes, and
Right, man.
shit like that. Good conversation.
Shout out to the hard work, bro. Yeah, it's very hard to put on some of these shows, man. So shout out to all the people who maneuver through the turning wheels behind the scenes, because it is a headache. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the promoters, the sound people, the sponsors, all everybody that's involved in putting together a great show. All the other incredible artists that touched that stage as well. Y'all were amazing. I had a lot of fun, yo. I had a lot of fun.
It was hot as hell, man.
It was super hot.
Crazy.
Besides almost heat stroking and all that, it was a great time.
Yeah.
The heat was like, I don't even know. Somebody turned the heat on hell.
Yo,
This is
it
what
was
it felt
crazy.
like.
I didn't think it'd get that hot up there, man.
Nah, me either. I said,
Then
man.
somebody showed me the maps, the wildfire maps and shit going on
Right,
in
all over
Canada and all
Canada
of
and
that.
everything.
Yeah, it's surrounded by it.
And
It's
so
crazy.
it's also smoke too, like it's thick and it's like hazy, the air or whatever, because of the wildfires up in Canada. So you get that draft down, and then at direct sun, it felt like the sun was just tapping you on the shoulder, like, "Hello, sir, we're still here." I was there with my oldest daughter. She went to her first time at one of your shows, man. She had a blast. She sold merch. Good job, baby. We out here.
Yeah, she was holding down the merch booth and enjoying the show at the same time.
Right.
She got some. I got to get that footage from that she
Oh,
shot of the fireworks and stuff
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
man.
she had some amazing footage too. They let off fireworks during the set. It was incredible, man. This one you felt some magic in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I like that. I love when you feel like the energy is being returned. Like those make the greatest shows. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
It's like there's an artist up there on that stage, but you as attendees are also part of the show.
Oh yeah.
Like, energy is a real thing. So you got somebody sit there and perform all day, and if the crowd is not reacting the way we need it to feed
the
the
artist's
energy back,
ain't gonna be the same.
right,
and stuff, so,
right,
yeah.
right. So shout out to y'all, every single person who purchased the ticket, everybody who helped out to get in free, everybody who snuck in across the lake. Shout out to y'all. It was a beautiful lake, and some like mountain behind it. It was real dope vibe, yo. Dope vibe. Somebody else got some dope footage. I know I seen drone footage in the air. I didn't see drone footage. I saw the drone.
I saw the drone
shooting while
flying,
we
too.
were performing. It was pretty dope.
I think that was Amber Echo's people.
Oh yeah.
That had the
Hey,
drone
shoot
up,
the
so-
video.
Yeah, release the footage.
Had some dope conversations with everybody. Amber Echo included. Shout out to Amber Echo.
Word.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
Shout out to Sam Frampton and his family,
Big
man.
shout out to the Framptons.
The
They
Framptons.
should make a group, right? Like a big group. The Framptons.
That's
Framps.
a musical ass family, dog.
Amazing. All of them.
Yeah, super talented. man.
Right. I met his younger brother for the first time, man. I can't remember your name, but the Framps. You guys are
the
the
Framps.
truth, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Every time I link with them, bro. It's
Yeah, I want to
good
hear
energy.
him now because Sam was telling me he got good music too, man.
It's
and
time, man. You guys should come sit down on the podcast. We working. We love to sit and conversate with you guys. Y'all very interesting people. I think the people would love to hear from you.
yeah, shout out Moroni Lane from Emerald Alliance.
Yes,
You know what I
big
mean?
shout out to Moroni. Moroni say he's coming down. He said, consider me booked. I'm coming to sit with y'all.
Yeah.
So I like that, man. I like that.
Yeah, I had a lengthy conversation with him before the show and stuff, and
Yeah.
we got a lot in common as far as the way we see things happening right now, and
Yeah, it's a lot of
the state of the
lot
world,
of smoke and
and
mirrors going on
a
right now.
lot
So
of smoke and mirrors.
shout out to the people who see clearly through that shit,
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't. It's so easy to get swept up with the smoke and mirrors, and before
Yeah.
you know it, you're bumping into a mirror face first.
face first. Yeah.
So shout out to people who can see their path clearly.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of people waking up to certain things and realizing that it ain't all sunshine and shit, and that's that's reality, man. Like it can't be. That's just an impossible thing to have everything just positive all the time with no balance, and
Ain't it the truth?
it's just not reality, man. It's not realistic, and it's good to stay positive and look for positive things, but you also got to embrace the balance that comes with that.
Very true.
You know what I'm
yo.
saying?
Very
Or
true.
otherwise, you're just living in a delusion. You
And
know, go stream Insanity right now, available everywhere you listen to music.
Brand new
you know,
single,
my brother
brand
Mikey.
new single by brother Mikey. Right now on all platforms, a lot of things have happened over this break, man. That single is fire.
Thank
and
you,
I saw
brother.
you perform it, and I saw people singing it already. That means they already listening.
Yeah.
That's what time it is, yo. We appreciate every single stream and purchase and all that. And again, with the merch, if you want to support brother Mikey, I noticed a lot of people coming up to buy clothes and everything, buy his t-shirts, buy his whatever we have for sale. But you can also support him online where we're not at the shows. Go to merchmanfl.com and get all the dope brother Mikey merchandise.
Yeah, CDs on there too. A few people were asking for.
Right,
I spoke to them kids, man. I signed their shirts and
that
spoke to
was
them
fire,
and their
man.
mom and the youth, man. I always.
How was that conversation? Because I saw
good,
y'all, but I
man.
didn't hear you. I wasn't in earshot, but I saw you signing the shirts.
It was
and everything.
interesting, man, because right now, I'm struggling with the, what I'm gonna do type of thing and where my path is leading, and it was just like confirmation that, how I'm always saying it's about the
gotta
next
keep
7
going, brother.
generations and stuff. And
You're literally seeing the next generation right in
Yeah.
front of you, right? Be
Yeah.
inspired. So that's got to say something. I like that.
yeah. So we're figuring it out, and if y'all wasn't able to get out to Frequency 1, you could catch us at Magic Flower Farm
Yes.
Magic Flower Music and Arts
and
Festival.
Festival.
at the Magic Flower Farm in Ohio, and
That's gonna be fire.
yeah,
and that's
yeah.
coming up real shortly. So
Real
get your
soon.
tickets. Like, you know what I mean?
within a couple of weeks we there. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to give you FOMO. I keep having people like, man, I can't believe it. My brother, man, Lurs. Shout out to Lurs.
Shout out Lurs, yo.
It was his birthday weekend as well. Happy belated birthday, my brother. And
Yeah.
he had planned last year to be at Frequency 1, and he was unfortunately in a bad car accident and shattered his leg. So he's moving. He's really
He's
improved.
recovering real
Recovery-
fast, man.
What?
Amazing.
I never
man.
seen nothing like this.
Yo.
He was like, look, bro, he's standing on both legs. He's like, and he
Yeah.
just had, he was like a robot, bro. He had pins and rods and
Right,
all
right.
kinds of things in his legs. So,
Yeah, most people would have been out of commission still, man. So to
Yeah,
see him up
yeah,
and at
yeah.
him, man, I was like, yo, you recovering fast, brother.
right, bro. Stay active, man.
Yeah.
And so he was just saying, like, he's like, man, I really wanted to go. He was like, I probably could have went because my leg is starting to work again. I'm like, nah,
Hey, nah,
give it a
rest
little
up,
while.
brother. Yeah, rest up. You don't want to, rush the healing and shit, man, and then stunt
Fact.
your recovery. You know what I'm saying?
All right, dog.
Everything at it, at its own pace and stuff.
Right.
But
And there'll be more. You just heard the brother say
yeah.
he's not stopping. Everybody was thinking they like, man, come on, is this the last time that we see you?
yeah, we're already booking a few things for next year, man. So
Right.
we might just focus on a summer tour or something like that.
Right,
You know what I
if
mean?
creator
And-
allows, man,
Right.
we there.
right.
And we got some stuff. We really putting together a tour. So any of y'all, if you're a venue owner, a promoter, like get with us. Now is the time before the schedule fills up. We working next year's schedule. So if you got any plans and things in the making or whatever, feel free to holler. You know what I'm saying? On any one of our socials or you know how to holler at us, man. You know what I mean? DM everywhere. You can follow us. I'm at Pan Con Queso on the gram. That's PAN_CON_QUESO. You could DM Brother Mikey.
Yeah, Brother Mikey Music. That's brother_Mikey_music,
And we are there. We're paying
Yeah.
attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot, man. There's a lot going on. There's so many things that were going on during the break that I was like, I would call you like, yo, we got to come back. We got to come back. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. What are we going to go to next? I got so many things that I'm thinking of. You want to talk about Epstein and all that? Because this is a little wild. I know everybody's covering it.
I haven't really been following, man. So
Oh, no.
let me know what's going on, dog.
Well, it was a lot. It was a lot to do with. Obviously, you remember like during the past few years, it really hasn't let up where people just kept asking for the files to be released or whatever.
Yeah, we're never gonna see them things.
And it's really looking like that now.
Yeah.
So then we had Pam Bondi say she had thousands of hours of evidence on her desk to be reviewed, and they were pushing it out. It was gonna come out. That was what was going on. That was the plan. And then I don't know. It was like some kind of hesitation move, some 180 where they just wanted you to stop talking about
Right. There's too many
Epstein
powerful
and-
people on that list. We're never gonna see that list, man.
right. And Trump was telling people that were asking questions to just not ask questions. Are we still talking about this guy? It's all these years later, and I was like, man, that was a weird pivot. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like it's bigger than the program, is what it seems like. You know what I'm saying?
They must
Like,
have found. They must have found the page he was on and shit.
right on pages.
The pages.
I mean, it could be that, like, because that's one aspect of it. I thought about that.
Yeah.
And then I also thought, like, maybe it's just like, you know, like all we know is the face of the government, the people that we see, the players that are elected, and you know, but there's obviously a deep state.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Tinfoil hat for some of y'all. I don't care. I feel like the tinfoil hat people are winning the last 5 years. So say what you may, but you know, there's a deep state that runs things, and I think it may not even be that he's in it. It may be that you can take down the entire government, the entire elite. You may change all kinds of minds. So it may be above the pay grade of the government's face. Does that make sense? So maybe
I see
somebody
what you're
told him,
saying.
like, yo, you got to pull the plug on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or else.
Because even the government, man, are puppets, bro. You know, the faces,
Right.
they even puppets, man. So it could be the people pulling the strings. You know what I'm saying?
Right, dog. Right. And I it's a lot also to do with Israel, it seems. You know, there's a lot going on there. Bunch of weird, controversial stuff. Obviously, they've been, you know, at war in Gaza and kind of all over the place. It seems like they just striking
should mute
things.
that, yeah.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, okay, we back now. We back. And so you don't know what is really going on,
Right.
but you could just look and see something is
Something's
weird.
going
and
on.
Something's like at this point, usually in politics is boring. Usually at this point, right? It's already done with all the election, this, that, the other. But it seems to just be stirring up. Like the U.S. government seems to be in shambles, bro. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been.
And therefore, like, so if your government is in shambles, then your citizens are obviously in shambles, right?
Yeah.
It's like the saying, shit trickles downhill. So I don't know. Y'all got to get it together at the top so that the people at the bottom can be all right and feel like this country represents them and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's just I hate politics, bro. You know what I'm saying? I fucking hate politics.
Right.
It's just divisive to the people, and you know,
It is.
Nobody's. The world will never be on one page.
No, that's
Ever.
a fact.
We're
That's
just
a fact.
talking about balance, bro. There's always going to be a balance. There's always going to be disagreements and stuff. The problem that I'm seeing is that people can't live with these disagreements. Nobody's agreeing to disagree. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if somebody has a different opinion right away, that's the enemy and the ops. And it's like that doesn't have to fucking be like that. You can still live your life and focus on your day to day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting so much energy into the political stuff that we can't control, really. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
real. That's real.
We can't control it all, man.
You know what is
But I
crazy
fucking
is-
hate politics, man.
the crazy thing is that like usually that's really right, but things are not like divided on that realm. I don't see it in the topic of Epstein. It seems like bipartisan. Everybody wants to see the evidence. Everybody wants to release. So that's why to me it seems like a bigger cover up, because this is not like one side or the other wants it to be released and one side doesn't. This is like everybody like, yo, what's up?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? This man he ain't raped thousands of girls by himself. Like, you know what I mean? It's really crazy. I've heard them. They asked the president about would he consider pardoning Ghislaine Maxwell. And,
That's crazy.
He didn't say no though.
That's
the thing.
wild shit.
He was like,
That's
"Well,
what
it's
I'm
not a
saying.
thing
They
that I
gotta
thought
have-
about."
They gotta have shit on him, dog.
Yo, it's bugged out, right?
There's no way they don't. Cause how you gonna even? That's crazy, bro. She
I
should be
know.
under the jail.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
it is insane. But she's supposed to, from what I heard, she's supposed to be speaking to Congress or something. Or they invited her, said they would welcome her to speak in front of Congress. And I'm like, this is gonna be like, it's almost like real life is way more entertaining than any movie or TV show that you could write. That's crazy. When you can't get fiction to be more exciting than the reality. That's something, man.
I think it's all the same fucking shit recycled, man. I'm over it. We never gonna see that fucking list.
We never gonna see the list.
Obvious shit that should be happening ain't happening. So it's like, come on, man.
Yeah. That's
man.
real. That's super duper real. You never know what's going on and who's really in control of things.
Yeah. Right.
All
It's
you
not
got
the
to-
faces they tell us are in control at all. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
They
right,
got a
right.
limited amount of power to make it seem like, again, smoke and mirrors, to make it seem like they're running shit.
Yeah.
But in reality, man, it's just puppet after puppet after puppet. You know what I mean?
For real, man.
And it just
And
gets
feel
old.
like
I don't
even if
find
they
it. I don't find it exciting like you're saying. I find this shit fucking boring. I find it one dimensional, and I just like.
Yeah, I
there's
get
so
it.
much other shit going on that we should be focused on, besides this bullshit that's going on in politics,
Right,
man.
yo. Right. That's
You
real.
know?
That is super real.
Because once Trump is out of office, there's gonna be another clown in office. You know what I'm saying? It's just always just that's
it's
the
back
cycle.
to back. It's back to back
Yeah,
to back.
that's the cycle. Empty promises and shit like that. It's like.
That's some real. That's
You
real
know, and
talk
that's
right there.
and that's not a Republican thing. That's not a Democrat thing.
Yeah, that ain't partisan
that's a
at all.
Government. That's a politic fucking thing. You know what I mean? And that's what people
I
don't
agree.
understand. There is no one side that's right and one side that's wrong. They're all full of shit.
I
you know?
agree, though.
And we just stuck in the middle. But the thing is, when they able to grab our fucking attention to the point where we not taking care of our day-to-day shit and really bettering ourselves, then you start, oh, the government got us down. Motherfucker, you not focused.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They got us, every time, man, we got to adjust. We got to adjust to the new administrations. We got to adjust to the new laws. It's like the gun laws. You know what I'm saying? I carry a CCW. I got to make sure that I'm on top of that shit because it affects me and it changes. You don't get an email whenever a law changes.
Right. You got to be on your job. You
Same thing in real life. You got to be focused on the changes so that you can maneuver, and then you're not a victim to the fucking government because
stay proactive. You got to keep on.
Right.
I dig that.
And I just feel too many people focused on the
What things are
political
gonna
side of
happen
everything.
Yeah. That's
You
real.
know, and then it's just like everybody's fighting each other and stuff instead of just, focus on the changes that are happening and what you're going to do to maneuver this new fucking...
Yeah, how are you going to change your own shit?
Yeah,
How are you going
yeah.
to fix your own situation?
Nothing lasts forever. So if you got something going on that's good and shit starts, shifting to where it ain't... Like, bro, we was killing them on tour early on. Things changed. You know what I'm saying? I could either sit here and complain or I could fucking figure it out. And that's what I've been trying to do. Figure it out. You know, I can't blame the government because the shit ain't the same on tour. I can't blame the fucking Democrats or the Republicans because shit ain't the same on tour. I just got to figure out what changes I got to make to roll with the fucking punches, man.
Right.
You
That's
know?
real, yo. That's real.
That's what I'm saying, man. When you're in the river, dog, you white water rafting and shit, and them white waters come and shit gets choppy and rough. You don't be like, damn it was so smooth until now.
Like, now,
These
look
fucking
what the
government
waters have done.
Right.
Nah,
It's
you
like
better-
you better fucking maneuver and figure out what you gotta do. Grab them oars and shit and figure it out. That's why preparation is key. And sometimes we can't prepare for everything. Sometimes shit catches you by surprise.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance, Poppy.
You know what I mean?
I'm all right. I'm not blaming the government no more. Bill Gates did it.
Bill Gates did it, bro.
Hey, yo, they calling for Bill Gates' arrest. A lot of people out there.
Seen that.
I think we started the trend.
We
What do you
started
think,
a
bro?
movement.
I
They're
don't
coming
know,
for
fam.
us
Don't
now.
come for us, but come for him. He did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Whatever's
wild.
bad in your life, blame it on Bill Gates
Blame
and then
it
get
on
on
Billy.
your job to fix it. You know what I mean? Get
Billy
in your bag.
Belhas.
Billy Belhas. That's a whole drug dealer name. and
Billy
shit.
Belhas.
My man Billy Belhas from the 5th floor.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That's wild.
That's wild shit, man.
What else has happened that we saw? We saw
Bro, I heard this guy's back. I thought they got him.
Elvis?
No. Elvis been back, bro. Elvis is taking care of Graceland and shit.
Hell yeah.
He been there the whole time.
In a
just
rocking
like
chair, cool.
just like Paul McCartney. You seen the guy that takes care of Paul McCartney's old house?
Nah.
Looks just like Paul McCartney would look about right about now.
Yo, that's
So everybody's
crazy.
like, "Oh man, this Paul McCartney." He's like,
That's
nah, but
funny.
I'm talking about the kid that was turning plastic into fuel.
Wow.
Yeah, then they were saying he
Yo.
was missing.
Did y'all see that? This guy, he's a genius, first of all. And I was kind of watching him from early on.
Yeah.
And he's just taking this, I'm talking about discarded plastic.
Yeah.
Shredded in the shredder.
Powering
taking it.
even diesel engines.
He's a genius. He's like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Nah,
Black
Bill Nye
version.
ain't got shit on it.
Bill
Bill Nye is an
Nye
actor,
ain't
bro.
got shit
Bill Nye
on
is
him.
not a scientist just because he calls himself the science guy.
I don't know, bro. I heard some scientist people respect Bill Nye.
You
I
can
thought he
respect
was
him
an
all
actor,
you want.
but I
He is
didn't
an
know-
actor.
But
He's
a
definitely an
scientist,
actor.
for real.
All right, man. Fuck Bill Nye and fuck Bill Gates. I don't like none of the Bills
I don't
right
like
now.
Bills, bro.
I hate my Bills.
My Bill, the big beautiful Bill, Bill Nye, Bill Gates.
But getting back to this kid, man, you know what I'm saying? Once you start fucking with big oil, they come for you.
Yeah. Oh, you know it.
so
Any
I thought
of the
they got him.
bigs,
I thought they got him. Mm-hmm. Then I heard that
because he was gone, right? It was
Yeah.
like a long time where he was gone. Nobody could find him.
Like
And,
weeks.
Yeah, and people started talking about how he might have been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might have took him up through there.
Then I heard his mom's posted. I didn't see it, but I heard she posted that he's all right. He's just laying low.
Right, they have him in hiding because they were being surveilled. It was black government,
SUVs
army,
and all
military
shit.
kind
Yeah.
of vehicles and flying over and driving around as would be expected, yo.
Yeah,
so
man.
they was on his ass. I think the mom and the family and himself, they made a great decision because they are definitely on y'all ass.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy though, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so he's popped back up though.
Right.
In the last, I don't know, day or two.
Did he pop up? Did he
I
post?
saw a video. What I saw was a video.
I saw a video of the kid.
Le kid est posté. You say, I am fine.
I am still making le petrol. Yo, but now you're gonna start hearing that's not him, it's a clone. Watch. You're gonna start hearing people say it's a clone.
He was hype. Like, I'm back. I thought he might have cursed. I ain't never heard him curse before. I'm
That's
back,
what's up,
bitches.
man.
Something like that.
I'm back,
Some kinda
bitches. Now they gonna say he's crazy like Kanye and shit.
Of course, that's what they do to the geniuses. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Let me stop, bro.
I
I
mean,
don't want y'all to come for me. Or
coming
do
anyway.
whatever, bro. It's here, man. I don't care.
yeah, I'm over
Know what I mean?
worrying about anything, bro. It's like you
Whatever.
gotta live your life,
I'm
man.
not worried no more, yo. For real.
We've empowered this cancel shit so fucking long that it's like, bro, people gave up their power to fucking say anything, man. Freedom of speech ain't even a freedom anymore. It's like,
It ain't, dog. So as long as we
shit's
here,
wild, bro.
we gonna keep telling y'all the truth, and we'll be demonetized the whole way.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
It don't matter. We here for y'all, like y'all here for us, man.
You can't even speak about serious shit anymore without fucking changing it into cartoon or storybook
Yo,
language.
for real.
Unalived and deleted himself. It's like, bitch.
Yeah, we ain't on that type of time. Tell the truth.
Yo.
Make it feel. Make it sting.
And if something is uncomfortable to talk about, that means it's serious, and it should be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You should be uncomfortable,
yeah.
but bold enough to speak about these things. Because
Right.
if it's something that's uncomfortable, man, that means there's severe shit to
Right.
it. You know what I mean? You can't sugarcoat something that's fucking seriously uncomfortable, bro.
You just made me think of this bar that I just heard, and it's like, the birds don't sing if the words don't sting. And I was like, shit, you gotta hear the context of the song though. Shout out to the Clips. The Clips dropped a incredible. Yo, this album is fire. I've been playing it front to back, no skips. The production is crazy. Shout out to Pharrell, shout out to Pusha T and Malice. That is the way you do that shit. They rollout was incredible. They was on every show and podcast except ours. Y'all come through, pull up on us. But shout out to them. Have you heard the album yet?
It was alright.
It was just alright, dog.
It was
It was alright. But he talking
I
about
like that song about their parents, yo.
that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's talking about the birds don't sing, they screech in pain. So then at first in the song he says
And
the
they
birds
opened
don't
the album
sing
with
if
that,
the
right?
words don't sting. Yeah.
They opened the album with
Fire.
that. That was
very
that was
vulnerable part. Very
Yeah,
it was
that was a strong
it was tough, man. They got mean
the way they
verses from their
painted the
features.
picture too. They painted a picture on that song, man.
Right, yo. It was amazing. They had Kendrick on there. Kendrick gave them a stupid dope verse. Who else? Somebody else gave him a crazy dope verse too.
You know what album was banging though?
What's that?
Justin Bieber's Bathroom album.
That shit was. What are we listening to out here, yo? on some real, I don't want to bash him because I really do like Justin
Allow
Bieber as
me
an
then,
artist.
motherfucker.
But he's
that album sounded like he said, "I can do it myself." And did everything, bro, from production to recording to engineering to mixing. If you want to call that, man, bro, it just sounded crazy,
Yo,
bro.
it
Like
was ridiculous, incoherent. I really couldn't get jiggy with that shit.
I can't get jiggy with this.
Yo,
And then he went and
Oh,
did the
man.
feature with Sexy Red on it. I'm like,
crazy.
Wow, yo.
It's crazy to think that Sexy Red saved a Justin Bieber song.
Did she though?
I'll
I don't
wait.
think- That's kind of a wild
wild.
claim.
That's wild.
That's a wild claim.
But that's how bad Justin Bieber's art
Yo, it
was.
was
to
weird,
me.
right? So the reason we calling it the bathroom album because it sounded like the whole shit was filmed in a shower,
Oh yeah.
right? And some of the songs sounded like he didn't figure out to put up a mattress. And then some of them
yeah.
sounded like he had the single mattress.
It's
Then
different
some of them
qualities.
sounded like he had two, but it was a bunch of different qualities, but none of them was good.
Single mattress or double mattress quality.
man.
They were all horrible, dog.
And it's cool. I mean, I guess like if that's what he wanted to do, and that's what the music he has to put out, then more power to him. But just like it was weird coming from such a polished artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, man.
To do something that sounded so like it sounded like a leak.
It sounds like he don't want to be famous no more. It sounds like he
Maybe
wants people to be like,
that's the case,
yo,
man. He been
forget
through
about
some
this
shit.
guy. Yeah. And that I understand. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, his
Because how
journey-
many times he tried to just lay low and nobody will leave him alone. So maybe you're onto something.
Right?
Maybe he
He's
wants
like, I'ma
you to.
just
He's gonna force you to forget about him.
Yeah, I'll make this bad music until nobody wants to hear me no more.
Wow, I never thought of that, bro. You might have made a fact right now, dog.
Yo, that was horrible.
And I got love for artists, man, and artists that want to, do their own thing. Everybody has their own sound and shit, man. So I don't want to sound,
Yeah.
like I'm just hating. But, bro, if you hear, what was the name of the album? I could have sworn at one point I even heard the toilet flush, dog.
Yo, nah, it was crazy. It was really, really crazy. I hate to have to say that. I usually would not say, but this was different.
And this was I can do it myself.
Yeah. Like especially like you remember I put it on like yo.
It sounded like he did it on a 4-track even, bro. It sounded like a demo, not even a quality demo.
We didn't go in with like no pretense. We didn't go in thinking it was gonna be bad. Actually, it was Justin Bieber. I'm thinking I'm already put the bar high.
Yeah.
And as soon as from the first song, I'm like, that's a little weird,
Maybe it's
bro.
one song.
Yeah, right.
Maybe it's, then it was like maybe it's just these 2 songs.
Then we 20 minutes into the album looking at each other like, what
Yo,
the
it
fuck
never-
is going on right here?
He didn't record none of those in the studio.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
And if he did, it was like, bro, they forgot to mix them and found like he just released
raw.
a dry cut.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it sounded like a leaked album, bro.
Man.
I know he could do way better than that. It's not like he's garbage.
Right.
Just
right.
like that album was, I don't know. Maybe I think you might have hit it on the head when you said maybe he's trying to make people forget about
He's
them.
like, that's it, it's over.
Because there's people
kid.
that want out of the industry, just like there's people that want in so bad. There's people that want out that just can't. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
fact. It's like, I've had my time. Thanks. I'm out.
Maybe he wants to get shelved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could go for that. Because it was nuts, man. I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. I don't want to put nothing on it, but it sound like, you know what it sound like? Sound like drug addict music. Like when you high and shit and all kinds of shit, you just making, it's like, I don't know, man.
It's weird.
But it is what it is, yo. Shout out to him.
Pray for Justin, y'all.
Turn the energy down. Everybody's sad for Justin.
Pray for
Don't
Justin,
talk
yeah.
about the Biebs.
I can do it myself. Maybe that's the name of the album.
I can do it
I
myself.
can do it myself.
Yo, that's crazy. You got a chance to see what is it called? Happy Gilmore 2?
Yeah. I liked it.
Me too.
I'm hearing a lot of bad reviews and mixed reviews and shit.
I don't listen to people no more, bro.
I never listen to people. I watch the shit, and if it's ass to me. That don't mean, and I won't tell you, yo, it's garbage. I'll tell you, I liked it.
Yeah.
Like I saw the new Superman. I said, I liked it.
Either you liked
might
it or you
hate
didn't
You
like
know what I'm
it.
saying? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I grew up around the time of that Adam Sandler and all of these early movies. Big Happy Gilmore fan. So all the fan service landed for me. Mm-hmm. People saying it was weird comedy. When has any of his movies
Every
been normal
time.
comedy? He's a weird.
They're all weird
yeah,
comedy.
Yeah, all of them. So it fit the you know what I mean? The
Adam
whole Happy
Sandler
Gilmore
brand, the
shit.
brand is like-
yeah. The Eminem's cameo was hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo.
It was good. I liked it. If
He
you
had the
like Adam
homies in
Sandler,
it.
if you like Happy Gilmore, I think for 30 years later, it was good.
Yo, shout out to Cameron and Stack, baby. I
Yeah.
saw y'all. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say, yo, so
They
many
cameos was my
So
favorite. I
many
was like,
cameos.
oh, am I standing up in front of the TV and all that? Nah, it was good. It was dope, yo. It was dope. I actually spent the whole day watching them joints yesterday. I watched the original and the second one back to back. Because it was the last day you could watch the original on Netflix. So I said, yo, I'm going to put it on and then I'm going to run through them both.
I got that shit on DVD. Yeah, I still got DVDs.
Hello.
I got a collection of DVDs. He was like, what the fuck is this?
What is
It's
this?
a DVD. It's a digital video disc.
Back in the olden time.
Back in the olden time. I still got fucking tapes, bro. VHS.
Yeah, the olden time.
I don't got a VCR, but I got some VHS tapes.
That is crazy.
I might have some Mike Lifted performances on VHS. I gotta get a fucking VCR, though.
Wow. You gotta
And
get a
digitize these
VCR.
things. We old, motherfucker.
Yo, that's wild.
Say we old. We uncles and
Said
old
we
heads,
old,
bro.
Uncles and old heads.
Yeah, dead ass, bro.
Yo, shout out to all my uncles and old heads.
Took me a while to accept it, but I'm from the 1900s.
No, I'm from the 1900s. That's a fact. I say that loud and proud.
Yo.
And shout out to my YNs and all my
This
youths.
it's nothing to be ashamed of, man, that we lived this long when our fucking life expectancy was like 20-something years.
That's a
like, come
fact.
on, bro. We doubled up already on that.
Right, yo. And shout out to the
Almost.
young people that, because a lot of young people listen to us, and that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and obviously, y'all not looking at it like y'all washed or nothing. So, shout out to my youth.
Because you know what it is, man? A lot of old heads and, people our age, they come at the youth
You
the
think they
wrong
shit
way,
on them, right?
bro. Yeah.
Ah.
You got to understand that when we were young, our elders were telling us, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are you listening
Right,
to?
right.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, what we were doing was unorthodox.
And
at the time.
realistically, okay, the music that we used to listen to was dope to us because it was in our era.
Yeah.
But if you really go back, man, a lot of that shit was ass
crazy.
too, bro. Not everybody was dope. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's
And
real.
the ones that were are still dropping albums now. There's a lot of old heads dropping albums now, bro.
Yeah. You know what I liked, yo, that we heard? Remember that the Snoop Dogg joint? It was
It was like a
the
mixtape.
DJ
Was it
mix
Green
joint
Lantern?
with the funk. Yeah, DJ Green Lantern and Snoop Dogg, man. Shout out to y'all. That project was real dope. I've been grooving and vibing to it. It makes you feel like just some disco.
could ride
feel
to
good.
that shit. Yeah.
Put in the car front to back. That was dope, man. He making some dope moves with the whole Death Row Records and all that. That was a good purchase. I wondered like what he was gonna do with it, but he really could just do what he
Right,
wants.
because he bought a fucking dead label.
Right.
And he-
But you
and
can
he
do
sta-
what you want.
I heard he
and he's
started
moving.
giving people they publishing back. You
Yeah,
know
that's
what I'm
really
saying?
dope. That's
so
dope.
that was a power move and paying it forward. You know what I'm saying? Or paying it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either
Yeah.
way, but it was like, so many
Paying it forward
artists.
and paying it
I
back.
heard Bobby Brown just recently got his masters back and
Everything
shit.
reverted. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was probably over time. He probably had a
Overdue,
real
bro.
bad deal or something like that.
Must have.
A lot of people were getting bad deals, especially back in those
And they
days
signed
when
young,
they
you know
were
what
popping.
I'm saying?
That's
They
what I
signed
mean.
young.
In the early days, it was just standard bad deals for everybody.
Yeah.
And nobody even questioned it before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the information didn't travel as fast before. Like for you to know that you had a bad deal, you had to be here, there, and see somebody's contract, and then do like today. You know what I mean? You just look that shit up online. You're like, nah, that ain't what it is. That's standard
Yeah.
or below standard or whatever.
And now we live in an indie world, man.
yeah, right.
Where it's
right.
like, I can do it myself. And a lot of people are doing it themselves and doing it quality. And that's what I'm saying. I think you
fire.
onto something where he's like,
He didn't
there's no
wanna do
reason
that,
for him to
right?
put out something that low quality. You know what I'm saying?
not
So
at all.
it must be on purpose, and maybe he is, man.
right, yo.
Because when he dropped that Lonely song, people wasn't really listening to what he was saying either. That song is deep and powerful,
That
dog.
is, man.
And it was a
is.
cry for help, man, and nobody was listening. So
He's
maybe
like, y'all don't want to hear me? Fine.
fine.
I'll
you know
drop
what I mean?
this.
But they still want to run up on him and this and that, and it's like maybe he is self-sabotaging or
He's like,
self-preserving. That could even be self-preservation, and we looking at it like self-sabotage. Who knows, man?
That's real.
Again, everybody got to focus on what's in front of them, and maybe that's what he's doing, and we just don't see it
Yeah.
because we not him. You know what I mean?
No, that could be, man. That could be. I think like why?
Because
You know
he's a
what I always
talented,
wonder? Why
he's a
don't
talented
people?
artist. He plays instruments and
Right.
all that shit.
But if you really wanted to get away from this, you don't believe that you could? Like you don't
I
believe
can,
that
'cause I'm
you
not
could get a
signed to
place
anything.
in the middle of nothing. You remember when Ye moved out to Wyoming and shit?
Yeah.
Like paparazzi wasn't following him on the property over there in Wyoming. I
On the
never
property, but
yeah, but
they
you
was
could
always
move out.
annoying the
What
shit
I'm
out of
saying
him.
is, if you could leave the L.A., New
Yeah.
York, Miami, the area where they heavily congested, where you always gonna be followed,
yeah.
and get you some shit in Midland somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like where we was just at, like it's beautiful shit. Why out in
but
the
as
open.
far as like
To not be bothered, I mean, just to be have peace of mind.
right, but
you know?
what bothers you or what doesn't bother you might fucking get under somebody else's skin. So maybe just the attention, TMZ talking shit, the
Right,
fucking
right.
tabloids, whatever the fuck you call them nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Talking about you all the fucking time and not
wonder.
let some people can't ignore social media.
That's true.
You know,
so then
and
you
if
can move
he's-
wherever in the world at that point.
And if you contracted to do shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that album would have got approved. So I don't know if he's contracted to any fucking label because I don't see
I
that
remember
they
he
would
had
have
fired the
approved that.
manager, Scooter Braun. He unfollowed everybody. This was months ago.
Ah,
and
so
shit.
this is I could do it
this is-
myself.
yeah.
Or maybe he is trying to put the nail in the coffin.
I
mean?
wonder, man.
I don't know, dog. Either way,
That just wasn't up to JB standard. You know what I mean?
it wasn't. Yeah.
For real. But I heard a lot of good music, man. What I was trying to think, there was something else I was listening to too. I can't remember. But anyway, shout out to y'all people in music. Shout out to everybody contributing.
Yeah.
The Insanity joint, obviously, we're bumping that. Go
Stream that, y'all.
stream Insanity, man. Go stream Insanity.
Every
My
stream
brother
helps,
Mikey.
man.
Yeah, brother Mikey.
Brother Mikey.
Yeah, yo.
That was a fun fucking set, man. We killed it, man. Not to
That
sound
set
arrogant,
was
but
amazing, yo.
Yeah, bro,
For
like-
real. Everybody was on point. That shit was fire, bro. That shit was fire. I like that.
the way we structured it, the execution, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People were talking, you know, and approaching us, and
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
sound guy said we had the best set of the fucking weekend. You know what
I
I mean?
heard that from a few people. And I'm not, you know what I mean? Like more than a few people, to be quite honest. And I heard that through third party. Like, it's not people that were telling
That-
me
yeah.
or you trying to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a, you know, when somebody's in your presence, they'll say whatever, but it's them telling other people that told us, them telling other people that told other people. And I was like, yo, this is,
And them kids, that family that I was talking to was like, oh man, when we heard you were coming up to Minnesota, it was like, finally you coming to Minnesota. I'm like, yeah, so
Right,
people
right,
are
yo.
listening over there. You know what I'm saying?
definitely, man.
And shit.
Just about
and,
tapping into the people that want to see you, you know, and then we're starting to see where they want to see you and where not. You know, everything is
Yeah.
kind of just trial and error when you're going along in this industry, especially at an independent level.
Yeah.
So,
and at this age too, you know what I'm saying? It gets
Right, yo.
gets frustrating when you're trying to keep up with, you know, people that are out there. Like, you know, we family fucking men and shit.
Right.
So it's
yo.
like, you know, I don't feel that I have the freedom that some of these people have, you know what I'm saying? Because I got responsibilities at home. You got responsibilities at home, you know? I can't just stay out there on the road. So we got to
Yeah.
structure it differently, you know what I'm saying? But when we go out there and we do these shows, the music speaks, man. Shout
Speaks
out
loud.
Naco and Medicine for the People. They killed that shit too. It was
Shout
good
out
to
the
see
bear,
the band.
man. Yup. Shout out to Medicine for the People. That was a fire show. That's the
I told
first
you,
time that I get to see them
I was
together.
waiting for you to see Naco with the band, you know what I mean? And shout out Justin, you know what I'm saying? Chitty Bang, the drummer and shit, he came out. I told you he was a dope ass drummer, man, doing background vocals and
bro.
playing.
Yeah, I
and
heard him. I said, okay.
they in the pocket, man, when they play together and shit.
Yeah, that was
And
fire.
it's a whole different vibe, right? When you see Naco in like solo, it's good.
Right.
It's good, but it's a different fucking vibe. And the
No, it's put together. It's almost like a musical. The way they, you know,
some
they
of them
laugh and
upbeat
talk,
songs
boom, boom.
that they play when he's by himself, he plays it in a whole different way where it's like, yo, it even changes the emotion in the song. That's what's
Yeah.
dope, that they're
Yeah,
able to
right.
take that one song and fucking change the way it's delivered
Flip
so
it.
many different fucking ways. Because
Yeah,
some of the
you're
shits
right.
he did when he did the solo part on the piano
Yep. That shit
and
was
they
different.
stepped down for it.
Way
those
different.
were upbeat songs that he played in a fucking
That was hard.
slow way.
That was hard.
Nah, they dope, man. They dope.
Yeah, they definitely did their thing, yo.
And I thought he was gonna do like an hour and then bring them up. I'm glad they joined them for the whole 2 hours and shit because it was powerful. Then Cody jumped on at the last song.
Ooh, super
Yeah.
fire. Shout out to Cody Cole,
Yeah.
yo, for real. That was fire, man. I had a good time, for real. Minnesota was definitely a good time.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that was there. It was more people than I thought were gonna be there.
It was
for
a lot of
So I
people.
was like, okay,
It was a
alright.
good turnout.
Right. But we definitely gonna be building some stuff, man. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be doing a lot more things. It's not over. I ain't fucking leaving.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Now we're gonna be at the Magic Flower Fest, and then we had Indigenous Peoples Day.
Maybe. I
Right?
don't even know if I'm gonna make Indigenous Peoples Day.
Okay.
I
Well,
really don't know.
Maybe y'all. So maybe go see us at the Magic Flower Fest, and we figure out the rest from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all can always tune into the BMB
So I gotta
Green
finish
Room
this
podcast.
album too. You know what I mean? I
Yo,
gotta
you are
finish
on
this
album
fucking
time
album
right now. That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta focus on that and
Got
you know,
a lot on your plate, Papi.
I
Hay que comer.
do. So I wanna, I don't wanna get overwhelmed and shit, but I wanna plan next year's summer really and make it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to where it's
yeah.
like.
When you out there, city.
Because like I said, man, things have changed and stuff. So rather than complain, we got to maneuver. So right now we on maneuver mode, mapping out the fucking terrain and,
right,
you know, seeing how we going to execute, next year's. Because this year was like significant shows and shit. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely, dog.
it was good. It was good.
Whoa, dude. Yeah, I haven't even seen the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Amanda, what up? Benny, what up? Mikey, what up?
Chill.
Yeah, it's going down, man. I've been we doing the show. We on rapid fire, but y'all know we always with y'all. Love to see y'all, man. For real, for real. Dang, I had something else on my mind, and then I glanced at the chat.
They
saw
threw
it,
you
I was
off,
like,
dog.
Wait a minute.
That's ring rust.
I know, right? We back. This is season 4, y'all. Hello.
Yeah, that's ring rust.
We ain't done this in a while.
I got a lot of people out there talking about the podcast too. Was like, yo, man, I be
Right.
Who was this lady? Meg. Shout out Meg. She was like, man, y'all help me do my cardio. Cause I hate
Yo.
cardio. So I throw on the BMB Greenroom while I'm doing cardio and
So
y'all
y'all-
be having me laughing
y'all-
throughout my whole
yeah.
shit. Before I know it, my hour's done.
So you done got me through some rough workouts. And that's what's
Yeah,
up.
so apparently we're good for your cardio, y'all. So plug in the BMB Greenroom while
Wha-
you're doing your fucking workouts and shit,
right.
man.
Watch us while you cardio.
Yo, I mean, we will help you.
We will help you cardio.
Laughter be the best medicine.
Yeah,
and that's,
that's a
bro,
fact.
that's another thing that it's like, bro, we laugh when we out there on stage, bro. When you hit the bam, 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 and that shit was mad loud. I jumped.
Yo.
The lady in front of the speaker was like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody started laughing. So that just became a part of the show. Them loud ass. I don't know. He had his shit set to like ear fucking bleeding shit.
It was the wrong things were going
that
on.
shit was funny.
It was
But
technical, but it
But
was
you got to
fun.
be able to fucking laugh at yourself to where you make it work. Because I had somebody tell me, yo, man, I never would have thought of doing that. And it's like, motherfucker, we ain't thinking doing that shit, man.
Yeah,
we
for
just
real.
roll with the punches. And if you're
Right,
taking
right,
yourself too fucking serious, man, I mean,
No, that's for real. Though.
you're going to
I'm
get
not
mad
lie.
when anything doesn't go your way. To me, we go out there, we wing it. I know what songs I'm going to do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, minimal rehearsal as far as like, what I'm going to do or where I'm going to stand. I don't, you know what I mean? Just go with the fucking flow,
That's it,
dog. And
yo.
it always comes out more organic, more
Right.
genuine, you know what I mean?
We've been getting one
Somebody's
good rehearsal
dog
in
got on
before.
stage with us,
Yo,
dog.
that was fire. Shout out to Sierra Marin.
That was Sierra's dog, right?
Her dog was feeling the vibe and jumped on that stage and walked right up to you, stood there, looked
I
out
didn't
to
even
the
know this,
crowd.
bro.
Yeah, you didn't know. I thought you knew, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." Look, because I seen the dog standing by the steps, and it was like looking up, like,
Super chill dog,
Like,
man.
should I
was
go
singing
up?
Carry On, I think.
yeah,
And that song, sometimes I'm eyes closed, trying not to look at nobody because that shit throws me off. It's a fucking
Yeah.
emotional song. And
Yeah, it
the
was
dog
good.
felt like, yo, he needs some strength in his vibe
jumping
right
up
there.
there.
That was funny.
Stood right next to you, chest out, head up. I said, "Oh wow, this is dope." So yeah, that was a good moment in the show too. Yo, there's a lot of good comments though. I didn't even know, but yeah. Oh, how I've missed BMB GreenRoom, and oh, how we've missed you too.
Yeah.
Live for the first time. Great to see you guys. Yeah, word, Benny, man. Welcome for the first time, man.
Welcome. Thanks for joining.
Right. Hey, I pray for your speedy recovery and all that. You know what I mean? We here for you. Until we unite as a country, we're just going to be in a circle of fighting each other. Right. These are all the things we was talking about.
And uniting as a country doesn't mean we all agree, man.
Nah.
We have to agree to disagree in order for unity, bro. Unity doesn't mean we all agree, bro. That's a cult.
It's just coexistence.
That's a fucking cult. That's what unity is.
Being able to coexist.
Allowing people to have their motherfucking opinions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, people, look, man. He had a helicopter flying over him, circling. Right, you said that with the plastic guy.
Yeah.
So all the lug nuts loosened on the tires. That I didn't know. That's crazy, right?
Really?
Yeah, all the lug nuts loosened on the tires, bro. It's dangerous out there.
Trying to get him, dog.
Wait, I mean, look, bro. They got rid of Nikola Tesla when he said that he had a way to get free energy for everyone. You know what I mean?
Supposed to be powered up
like,
for
look,
free
bro.
right
There's
now.
a way to do all this, and they just got us paying because they want us to pay, and that's big anything, big pharma, big energy, big chicken, big whatever,
Big chicken.
anything big. Yeah, yo, word.
I never heard of big chicken.
Nah, you
but-
never. Yeah. Look it up, big chicken. It's crazy. It's like Tyson, and it's like only 3 of them.
Yeah.
They all come from the same.
It's like everything, bro. Like
big
that's
tobacco,
big
big
tobacco.
all that, or everything big on it.
you
is
know, like even the what
coming
is it,
for you.
Purina or one of them? There's like 3 dog.
Oh, I heard of this. The dog
Yeah.
foods is one
And
brand.
they even make the chicken feed. So remember when everybody was trying to buy chickens?
Yeah.
And they was like, my chicken's not laying eggs, but you buying your chicken feed. You're not making it.
You're
you
not
gotta
making
make
it.
if you're gonna go organic, you gotta go organic. If you're gonna
Right.
have chickens, you gotta make their feed,
That's the
bro.
truth. That's
Because
the
if you're
truth.
buying it, so they were putting shit in the chicken feed,
and that's what you're eating.
and that not only that's what you're eating, it's stopping them from laying eggs.
Oh, so they messing up their system too.
Right.
Everything.
So now you thought you was gonna have egg when everybody was like, "Yo, eggs is a luxury now. You better off
That's
getting chickens." Then all of a sudden the chickens ain't laying eggs.
That is.
And then they was like,
crazy.
"Yo, if you follow the money and follow the brands and look, all this information is there." So when people like, "Yo, boycott Nestle," good luck, bro.
all right.
Good fucking luck. That's
You
like
just gonna-
boycotting Disney. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
can
just gonna
try.
buy the brand that they own. That's through
And they own it
another
all.
company that
They own it all.
They own.
They
Yeah,
own it
yeah.
all. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So then I saw this shit about McDonald's when the dude was like, you know how McDonald's gets away with saying all beef patty, sesame seed bun and all,
How?
when it's not an all beef
I always
patty.
wonder that.
All right, so they have a company, and I saw this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I saw this. I want to research this information, but apparently there's a company called All Beef that's owned by McDonald's, and they're the ones who make the patty. So they're not lying when they say
outta
it's an
here.
all beef patty. It's an all beef.
Bro, all beef brand, get out of here. Yo, you for real? That's
That's
some
what I
shit.
heard, man. So I want to check that out
Wow,
because
I gotta look
again,
that
you
up.
know, research anything you hear, even if you hear it here.
Right. And if
'Cause-
you know something about it, please let us know. We don't know
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We just out here living and figuring shit out like you.
So let's say you get a company, you call it 100% chicken. You can sell some fake ass chicken,
100%
but it's
chicken.
100% chicken patty,
You like my man.
100% chicken tenders. Because you sell tenders and your company is 100% chicken.
No, that's crazy.
Right.
That is wild.
Right. So people don't understand. You gotta look. You gotta look, and you'll see all beef with a little R over here. You know what
Yo,
I'm saying?
for real.
Some-
You like,
that-
wait a minute. The company, that's a
It's
trademark.
company is a fucking
Oh,
trademark.
shit.
You know what I mean?
I can't believe I never thought about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's making me feel like a fool.
And
I'm like, I gotta
nobody
research
does.
everything
Nobody
now.
fucking thinks of shit like that except for who? Big Chicken, apparently.
Of course. Big chicken.
Big burgers.
They coming
Or what-
after us.
Yo, that's what I'm saying.
The
So
big
we gotta
chicken
be
people don't
vigilant.
play.
Meanwhile, we're all arguing over fucking Epstein and this and all of this other shit, and they selling us Bill Gates chicken, Bill Gates potatoes.
That's a fact, though.
That's what I'm saying, dog.
That's a fact.
And then you gotta understand, like anything that man got his hands in that has to do with food, yo, that's poor, bro. He literally
But
said
Bill
how many
Gates
people
was with
the
Epstein too.
Right, but listen.
Everything-
Fuck Epstein right now. Epstein. And think about when Bill Gates was talking about population control. That's what I'm saying. If you think about Epstein, he was on the Epstein list. So fucking what? Of course, they were all on the Epstein list. You know what I'm saying? So we're arguing a fucking point that we're missing when he's talking about population control.
Yeah, 'cause that was
population control
important.
means you trying to kill more than half of the population, and you're the guy that's supplying the potatoes.
You're the one. And
You're
then
the
they
guy
blew
that
up
supplied
all the like the guide stones that had the fucking the rules on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what they on. Why would they blow that up?
But the rules also stated on the guide stone the number that needed to be in order for those rules to
500
work.
million people. That's what I'm
almost
trying to say.
nothing.
So they blew that shit up so nobody can even know what the plan is no more. That's wild.
Yeah.
That was Bill Gates.
Why'd you blow that up, Bill?
Huh? Bill Belha?
Billy Beljas.
It sounds like a conguero or something.
Billy Beljas.
Billy Beljas, el conguero.
I mean, we got to be vigilant, y'all. We got to be vigilant.
Oh, that's scary, kid. That's it, yo.
And it's difficult because what are we gonna do, dog? A lot of us don't have land. You know what I'm saying? To let me plant my own food.
That's true.
I don't have that option.
You got to plant in the house, bro.
How much can I feed my family with house plants?
Indoor
nigga?
tomato, got plants everywhere.
That's what I'm saying.
I grow
still
indoor
gotta.
tomatoes, potatoes.
In order for something like that to work, everybody out here got to be growing indoors, and we got to be trading. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. In order to have full meals.
Hey, yo, you got corn, my brother? I got cilantro.
I got
over
cilantro.
Here.
All I got is aloe for you, yo.
Hey, aloe.
You got rash?
I got aloe. Trade you some aloe for these here beans.
For these beans.
You like, hell yeah, I need them beans.
That's crazy, bro.
Dang, I like barter. I would do that.
I mean,
You just take away the money system. Right now, they're trying to take away cash from circulation
in
anyway.
order for all of this shit to work,
Everybody
the
got
population got to be a certain amount of people, dog.
500
Because
million.
everybody's not going to be on the same page. Even at 500 million, everybody wouldn't be on the same page, but you'd be able to maneuver differently as societies and communities. That's one thing that burns me is everybody go community. A lot of these people are, and then I see them stab themselves in the back and stab each other in the back. I mean, and it's like, yo,
right.
community. A lot of these things just became
Community.
buzzwords, man.
Where's the beep at? Let me tell you something about your community. And that's how I feel about community. We back. I thought ain't nothing changed but the date, man. You know what I'm saying? And my socks and drawers. That's it.
Socks and drawers.
And we here. Yo, shout out to everybody that's on the shit of that.
Word.
And my dog got to go pick up his car. He said, y'all, we out of here early.
Nah, I ain't say that. Anytime after 12, so that could be, anytime after 12.
12
before they
2,
close.
3, 4,
Before,
5.
I think that's pushing it. I think they close at 5.
Damn, we gotta be out
So
of here
we're gonna
before 5 for sure.
Yeah, another few hours on here.
We definitely gotta be out of here before 5, though.
Yeah. I was hoping people showed up. I'm glad some people showed up because I'm like, we really didn't even promote that we was back. Like, I mean,
A surprise. Who we think we are? Justin Bieber, bro?
no, dog. I can do it myself.
Or Beyonce? One of them people that drop secret albums with no promo and shit? We like, yo, when we coming back off the podcast? Right now.
Right now.
Turn the cameras on.
Turn to your stations. That's funny as fuck.
That's crazy, kid. Y'all got the there's a lot of people. Naco's coming to Orlando.
Yeah.
When is it? Did they push the date back?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's like September something.
Word. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets to go out and see him too, man. Cause the Bears putting on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
For real, man. For real.
We gonna be there kicking it too, man. So if y'all want to fucking chill and talk
We in the
shit, you know what I
building,
mean?
son.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We in the building. You want to tell me something about the podcast? Let's go. Let's chop it up. Let's talk.
Word.
We might be shooting footage for it if allowed. You know what I'm saying? And we going in. Believe that.
Yeah.
Believe that. Believe you me.
He's coming to the social.
Yes.
So it's not
to the
even like
social
massive.
Orlando.
Yeah, we gonna be able to rub elbows and chill, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's dope, man. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a vibe.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what was dope? That he had his kids there, his lady there. Like I love the way the Bears moving around, man. It's
Shout out Erica, man. She's like
exactly. Shout out to Erica.
he needed one like that on his team, man. And she
she's
got
a
his
real
best
one.
interest at heart, and she not scared to talk, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And she's on point. She's not slipping. She's attentive. Like
I love her energy,
all
bro.
those attributes are great, man. Y'all really work well together, man. Shout out to y'all for real.
Yeah.
And keep that shit moving. Let's go.
Yeah.
This is
And
the bounce
that's
back
what I'm saying.
time.
Before it was like I would see them move, and he's just moving like I said, all these single people that get to just move. Now he's moving like a family unit, and you feel the difference in the energy.
That presence,
he got a
the
different
aura,
protection with him. You know what I'm saying? Not only
Yes.
creative, but that family protection. That shit. Like even when my family's with us, like I feel different. You know what I'm saying? I feel a different calm about everything I'm going through. Bunch of shit, man.
That's
it makes a
real.
huge difference when you got the family around, because everybody's out here family this, family that, but it's like you know who your family really is, and the ones
I
that got your
agree.
best interests at heart and shit, and the ones that really got your back.
You know,
when they're there, it's different, man.
it takes adversity for things like that to happen. Like adversity brings the clarity.
Yeah.
So, and I forgot who it was. It was somebody in the band that was speaking, and they were like, "Man, this guy's been through the fire," and you know, no
Joe
matter,
Hall. Joe Hall, yeah.
Joe Hall. Shout out to him, because what he said was profound to me. That's how I see things. He was like, "Man, he's been through the fire. They can't keep him down. We hear on the other side of it. Like this, I don't know how he pulls through, but." Everything is temporary,
Yeah.
and if you stay your course, I believe that you always come back, and people see who you truly are. You know, because it's easy for things to get lost in the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that was well said by Joe. And then Patricio got on and said, "Tell the man fellas how the battle gonna take your power back, huh?
I did pop out right now.
That fella who got marijuana gonna bring it right down."
Shout out to Patricio, dog. I love when he
That's
talking.
the Spanish
dog.
James Brown, yo. His energy's real dope too.
I think
man.
I got it on
mad
video
love for
too. I
Pato.
recorded part of him talking. I was like, let me get it. I'm a green card holder. I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
He sound like James Brown, Spanish
Yeah,
James Brown
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Nah, he brings a dope energy. When he got with the band, like the energy shifted, man. They got more funky, kind of like, you know,
You
what
hear
I'm
that
saying?
groove, right?
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah. He's different, man. And
It's
the way he
something
was
else.
vibing with Cody, when Cody got on, he was like, boy,
Yeah.
it was like, you know, that indigenous
Yeah,
vibe. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
And he brings that,
It
you know,
shines
that
bright,
flavor.
man. It shines bright when
Yeah.
they're up there.
I'm telling you, man, I'm glad that he went there with the band. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not on the full tour. They're on select stops. You know what I'm saying?
Word, okay.
So I hope they're gonna be in Orlando,
In
but it might
Orlando?
just be him, you know. And Natalie Rise is on the tour. So Natalie Rise, man,
Shout
if
out
y'all
to
don't
Natalie
know
Rise. I love her. yo.
Natalie Rise, she's
fire.
a warrior, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's another one that she ain't scared, man.
Nah, she
I
stand
haven't
up in
seen
the
her
paint.
fold yet. I
She
have not
stands
seen
up
her
in the
fold
paint
yet.
every time I see her. She's like, she's got this this aura of strength about her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time, any stage I see her on, I'm like, yeah, she's there. She commands.
She was like,
power,
"There's
so-
two worlds that we exist in." She said, "We exist in the internet world and in the real world." She was like,
Right.
"I live in the real world, so I don't worry about nothing that's said online. You know, you
Right.
can't shake people that are like
Nah,
that."
You feel that though when somebody lives in the real world and is not concerned with the out. It shows through. It shows through.
Yeah,
She's that, man. Y'all listen, go stream her shit too, cause it's
Natalie
fire.
Rise.
Natalie Rise. Man, there was a lot of people on that stage that was dope. Who else did I see?
Lil Paca Roots.
Lil Paca Roots.
Lil Paca Roots.
Yo, he went on there and set it on fire.
representing for the Big Island, San Frampton, representing for
man.
Hawaii, for Maui. Is he from Maui?
Maui. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
San
yep,
Frampton's from Maui.
Damn, it was amazing. That was a vibe, yo.
Yeah.
And then we all got the vibe on the stage too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah. We
powerful.
had Lil Paca on bass, Sam on lead guitar, harmonica, all that shit, bro. Sam is
Right.
different, bro. Like,
Yo, for real, he do it all.
and I trust. There's not too many people I trust out there. I trust that he's gonna hold the set down,
Not
know
mess it
his
up.
parts. He's not gonna overextend himself. He's not gonna drown you out. He knows music. He loves music.
yeah,
and he's one of the musicians I trust,
He
bro.
plays well with others.
He plays well with others.
You know, a lot of people don't play well with others. That's what he plays.
Everybody,
well with
a lot of people be like, "This is my moment,"
right, yo.
and they like, and they step on you and all. Like he doesn't do that, man. It's
I knowing that the greatest thing that you can do sometimes is letting somebody else shine. It's that simplicity, because that's what it's almost like acting. I heard the actor say a good actor, you know, is getting his line, but a great actor is letting the scene partner to shine. You know what I mean? And
it's about the full picture. You know what I mean?
right. We're creating
and
a
then
project.
when Sam does his solos, it's like, poof, you can't take his shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he doesn't have that desperation energy.
Nah, he's amazing.
You know,
man.
so it works. He's one of the
He's
musicians
poised.
I definitely
That's
trust.
the word,
yeah.
right? Poised. Like he knows exactly his timing is there. He don't do too much. He's in the pocket. When he has to, he's doing it.
Yeah.
His solos, he crushes every time.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to everybody, man. That rock with
Skylar
us.
Davis.
Skylar Davis.
Peter
yo, what's
Julian
up?
on the drums, you know what I mean?
Right. Yo, that was fire. That was the first time I heard him on the. He was
That was the guy that was playing with Grand Rising when we joined them at Pyro and stuff. And when we did that too, Super Squad. And when we were walking in Pyro, they was like, yo, come on. We did that. We was vibing that night while we was looking for coffee and shit.
Word.
And they had that little Grand Rising tent and shit. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's fire then.
Yeah. He's the sound guy at the Magic Flower joint that we going
I
to
heard
next.
him saying that. Yo.
He's like, I'm gonna give you some great sound. I'm like, bet. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's key. People don't understand, man. It's more than you just getting on the mic, bro. Without the sound people doing, you know. And that's why I never understood when I see certain artists that are just shitting on the sound guy and you pissing off the guy that's gonna give you sound. You fucking wild, bro. You playing Russian roulette where you set, man.
And then when I see, you know what, when I was watching Willie's daughter, I'm like, look, it's the future of the sound people.
Yeah, shout out
dope,
Turtle, yo.
Yeah. Turtle was ill, yeah. It was fire.
Yeah. Mark did his thing on sound. Willie does his thing on sound, and they both, man, cool with me. So they always want to give me that best sound.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, I appreciate it, man, because I appreciate them and I shout them out and shit. It's very important to understand that we just one piece of the puzzle.
Relationships.
We
are
ain't
important.
the picture, nigga. We just one piece of it, man. We all got. If you want to put out a pretty fucking picture, allow people to shine, man. Allow people
play
to
well with others, yo.
Right,
Same
bro.
kind
It's key.
same concept. For real. They make things happen. And we make other
So what we
things.
did this year, I like what we did this year because it was like I didn't want to be on every show. I didn't want my name on every flyer.
Yep.
We booked some significant ones, and then the turnout was like, damn, you better go catch these motherfuckers while you can. You know, so you get a bigger crowd, and it's like, yo, quality over quantity, bro.
Yeah, that's
quality
a fact,
over
man.
quantity.
Quality
man.
over quantity. I like that.
And that way you're able to even build relationships with some of these promoters and weed out the ones that, you know, are on some self-serving shit.
Definitely.
You know, because there's a lot of them that are on some self-serving shit, you know?
Of course, man. They don't want to be
And that's
everywhere.
part of the human experience. I mean, it is what it is. We got to maneuver that. You know, you can't change people. People got to want to change. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Well, remember there was a saying that recently we were saying. It was there's a difference between having somewhere to be and having to be somewhere.
Right, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just be where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to do too much.
Yeah, there's places I got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And you don't catch everything. You're gonna miss some things. Mm-hmm. You gotta make choices, I guess. That's what it's about.
Right.
You gotta have it's a fork in the road, you gotta choose which way you're going. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And choose wisely, man. You know?
Choose wisely.
And go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it, you know? All the cliches.
Big, man.
All the
Yo, we
cliches,
spoke
but do
about
that shit.
type of stuff a lot this whole weekend.
Yeah.
I was telling my dog that.
And then think about it, man. Can you give your best when you're everywhere all the fucking time?
Nah, you spread thin. Pause.
Yeah, you are. You're exhausted, you're spread thin, you're fucking, you know, you become, heard that already.
Yeah, like background noise
Yeah,
and shit.
I heard that already. Yeah, exactly.
For real.
Exactly.
Saying
And
too
have a
much.
variety, man. Don't box yourself up. Don't put yourself in a box, man. You know what I mean? Have some variety, bro. I like to dance around genres and stuff and feel out the vibe and stuff. Every time we go, right, I'll have a set prepared, and then it's like, it always changes. I've never done a fucking set that I prepared before we hit the road.
Dude, that's real.
Because it's like, oh, shit, okay, look at the vibe here. I'm going to do more reggae. Or I'm going to do a little bit more hip-hop infused shit. Or maybe, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to go a little more Americana on this fucking set. You know what I mean? And it's all a vibe, man.
You know what? It goes like to where, you remember when I was like, yo, I'm a fan of the arts, man. Like, it's not a certain genre, it's the arts. Like, our road trip music, I got to hear that type of shit. We was listening to, like, Latin jazz at some point for, like, 2 hours. Dude. It was like, man, this is groovy.
Man, jazz, a lot of rock. Shout out Ozzy Osbourne. You know what I mean?
Yo. Hold on, man. See, there was so much to talk about that we've been meaning to talk about. There was a lot of death. Big rest in peace. Shout out to the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne. What a way to go out, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
All respect and condolences to his family and everything. But like, just the way he did that, the last show.
That shit broke my heart. When he got off stage for that last time, it was almost like you could see the goodbye between Sharon and him. I mean, I was like, oh, she was crying and oh man.
I just seen her at the funeral yesterday, man, and that made me cry. She broke down, serious. They had a real deal bond. Yeah. A lot of people don't have that. You know, that forever love. Like, this is my person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And when you find that person, man, you gotta appreciate who you with, because you never know, dog.
Yeah, yo.
You never know, man, how long something will last. I've seen people get divorced after 20-some years. So when I'm like, I've been married 25 years, and people be like, oh, man, that's forever. It's like that. But, I mean, you still got to maintain that.
You got to keep in perspective.
You got to maintain that.
I think when you start
to
feel like that, that's when the things die, because then you're not keeping up and you're not.
And you can be comfortable and be allowed to be yourself, but don't neglect. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got to make relationship a priority in a sense. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to make itself a priority. Either the fire will dim out and burn out, or you got to keep putting work into this thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People don't make it to that many years.
Don't let people become furniture in your life.
That's super
Don't
fire.
let people become furniture, bro.
Yo, real talk. I like that a lot. Right. That being said, I love you, boo thing. You know what I'm saying? We out here. It's us versus them. Us versus everybody. Fuck it.
And it goes back to the whole, you know, who got your back, man. So it's like you got to reciprocate, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Truly believe that.
Yeah,
for sure.
man. Yeah.
It's wait. We got into that was important though, but so rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yo,
mad people getting heat for shouting out Hulk Hogan because of that rant he did. Yo, I've been seeing mad people apologizing for saying rest in peace Hulk Hogan, because I'm telling you, everybody's waiting to be offended.
I don't know.
And remember, he went on that rant.
He
went on a racist rant or whatever and shit, mad at what was going on? His daughter or his wife?
Yeah, I think he was
ranting on somebody. Rather her be with this 6 foot
it was her daughter.
He went in. You know what I'm saying? Which is some bullshit, because like you gotta let your kids be kids, and obviously you was harboring racism and shit. But it's like, you know what, man? I'm not a type of person that's gonna fucking stay offended or be offended for other people or whatever the fuck. So he said what he fucking said, and mad people's getting backlash for saying rest in peace or putting up.
So
hero
this is the
shit.
question, right? So
I've
do
never
you
been a
feel
wrestling
like
head.
that offense, him saying whatever he was felt on the hot mic and being caught and
I feel like people's true colors will always come out, though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is like people want you to be offended forever. Like, is that a life sentence for what he said? Like,
people grow. People grow.
And that's how I kind of like, man, I don't know, bro.
People grow, but he got caught out there.
To the Hulkster.
He got caught out there.
Brother.
He got caught out there. And, so that's what I'm saying. If you're going to be on the phone or whatever saying some shit, make sure you know that you be accountable for what the fuck you said or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It is what it is. I've never been a Hulk Hogan fan like that anyway, but
Yeah.
Somebody died and you mad because somebody's saying rest in peace to this person. It's like, bro, you don't know what impact somebody had in this person's life.
For real.
And I know mad black people that was saying rest in peace Hulk Hogan. Like, they knew what they said and shit. You know what he said. You know what I mean? But it's like, whatever, bro. Somebody's paying respect. Let that person pay respect. Goes back to the whole hive mentality. We're not all going to agree and have the same fucking opinions on everything.
Yo, right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people can change. People can change. I'm not saying he did or didn't change, you know, but it is what it is, man.
Yo, for real,
He said that
man.
shit. He said it from the chest.
He said it from the chest, G. Yo, nah, that was wild. Yo. And making gas and looking at the chat and all that. He was
What
racist.
up, chat?
He was racist as fuck, LOL, but they should have had that energy
While he was alive,
all
too.
this time while he was
This
alive.
whole time, they should have had that
that's real.
same energy. Don't wait till
That's
somebody's dead to say, but he was racist as fuck, and it came out. Again, your true colors will always show, dog. People just got to be vigilant. You know what I mean?
Right, yo.
People always going to tell you who they really are, but are you listening?
When we were talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner, and I went down some rabbit hole, bro, and like
He was racist too?
No, he was a stand-up dude speaking truth. He had this podcast.
Oh, really?
It was, yo, listen, now when you go down, we'll speak about it next week. Y'all do the same thing. Son was against the establishment, against all the dress rolls and the wig rolls and you know what I mean, all that kind of same thing.
Yeah.
And they saying like he didn't like just fade out of Hollywood. He was blackballed, but he didn't stop moving. He kept motion going independently, but nobody would pick him up for major roles and things like that. And
The last thing I ever saw him do, maybe the only movie I saw him in was Fool's Gold.
I didn't see that one.
Nah, with Matthew McConaughey. It was like one of Kevin Hart's early movies. And he was one of Kevin Hart's henchmen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kevin Hart was a big bunny or something like that.
Damn,
And
I
he was
didn't see
a
that one.
Bohemian drug dealer or whatever the hell. And then
That's funny.
And then Malcolm Jamal Warner was one of his henchmen and shit. It was I like that movie, man.
Right.
Kate Hudson, Matthew McConaughey, Kevin Hart, Malcolm Jamal Warner. Your man's from Three Strikes. What's his name, bro? You know what I'm talking about? He was in Soul Plane banging on the fucking on the landing gear and shit with his freak girl. And he was in Three Strikes. He been in a few things, man. A bunch of
I know
hood
his
comedies
name.
and shit. I never knew his fucking name. That's so
Can't think of
disrespectful.
it right now.
But
Shout
he
out
was
to
in
you,
there.
brother.
Yeah. Shout out to you, man.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, Fool's Gold, man. But I never seen him in Malcolm Jamal Warner in another movie or anything. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, and then that's why I went down that whole rabbit hole, bro. And you should put on your tinfoil hat and check it out.
Yeah.
It was like mad shit. This
And he went outside too because he drowned, right? It was like, dang, dog. It wasn't even like natural causes and shit.
Nah, that was wild.
Yeah. Costa Rica.
I know that sucks, yo. On vacation.
On
with his
vacation.
Daughters.
Oh, that's
people,
wild.
Yeah.
Homie from City High.
Man, rest in peace to him, man.
What was his name? That's
man.
crazy.
Damn,
We out
that's
here.
wild.
Shout out to you, man. Rest in peace. What's his face?
That's wild.
Chat, put his name up. I bet you I don't know his name either. That's fucked up.
Hey,
man.
yo, man. Jaime took a day off.
Yeah.
We ain't got nobody's name
We're
right there.
flying solo right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? Jaime caught the flu and gonorrhea.
He got fluteria, dog?
He got fluteria, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Itching and sneezing, bro. This wild shit. Burning and sneezing.
Oh, shit. Yo.
I can't believe you said that shit.
That's hilarious. And we hope that Jaime feels better.
Yeah, man.
And you know what I mean? We hope he's with us next week. Not like he's gonna die, but like,
He'd be all right,
with
man.
us on the pod. Oh, we may be changing the time, yo. Y'all let us know what y'all thinking, dog. Cause you know we want the West Coast to wake up too. So we may be going an hour or two later on y'all. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of people watch from work. A lot of people watch from
We
the
always
road.
an hour or two late.
Like, so no change at all.
We still gonna shoot for 11. That way we can make that time.
Yo, make that time. Yo, that's hilarious, kid.
There's Eastern time, there's the Eastern Standard, there's
Eastern, Mountain,
Pacific, Mountain, and Blessed
Central.
time, yo.
Bless. Way past all that shit.
You know I've been calling you,
I've
right?
been calling you, right? You know that? You know that,
Oh shit. Nah, but we might, start going on a little bit later, maybe like 1 o'clock or something like that.
huh? One-ish.
1-ish. There we go with the ish. That means 2 o'clock. Be ready to tune in. There we go with the ish.
I don't know. We should get Jaime on the phone and figure it out.
Yeah, that's funny.
But we can't because
He's burning,
he's
bro.
recovering from the burn.
He gonna be mad when he sees this shit.
Shout out to Jaime.
I didn't have gonorrhea.
Yo, y'all pray for Jaime in the comments.
Yeah.
I hope he gets well soon.
Now what do y'all think he looks like?
He's,
Now put your guesses in.
he's clearly a freak out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's crazy. But I think they knew that when he was suggesting we go to the midget strip club.
Are they already? See, he got caught. That's
He got
what
caught
happened. He
out
went to
there,
that
bro.
show.
It's just a little burn.
Little burn, man. Good one, brother. Good one.
Oh shit. That's
It was
crazy.
just a little burn. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. I came up short. I got the short end of the stick on that deal.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You gonna keep
son.
going. We definitely gonna get canceled.
Hey, man.
Fuck Peter Dinklage.
Damn, that's my guy, bro.
Is he?
That's because
Why?
you never watched
Why?
Game of Thrones. That's why he's not your guy.
Oh, that's why.
I told you,
that's
take
why.
some time out, watch Game of Thrones.
I can't.
And
It's
then you would
too
change
much.
it. Then you go back and apologize. Listen, I'm
sorry,
sorry
Peter
about what I
Dinklage.
said about that.
I'm sorry, man.
He's really great. He's amazing.
Now, I don't got nothing against him, bro. He was great in Death at a Funeral.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Stand-up guy. Sounds weird when you say that, right? About like a midget.
That's crazy. Only to you.
It just
That he's
sounded
a
funny in my
stand-up
head.
guy?
Yeah, I'm like, you could be a stand-up
They
guy.
can stand
They
up, dog. That's what I'm saying. What
So
do you-
why did it sound funny in my
That's
head?
crazy. What fucking spiral are we in right now, dog?
don't
What are we
know.
doing?
Spiraling out of control.
What are we doing? I wish Fat Joe was here to tell a story about what he went through with Peter Dinklage.
Yo, he would too.
He would.
Like, I got a story.
I'm the one who put him on. Like nobody knew about him, but I put him on, you know? I'm not lying.
He's like that. Yeah, y'all could call Cap Joe if y'all want. He'd be mad. I ain't gonna lie, yo, Joe. I can tell that you mad at certain points where you start to like. At this point, I think now he's kind of got over. He's playing into it,
think?
but at the beginning, he was getting mad. Y'all gonna keep calling me Cap Joe?
Cap Joe, that's crazy.
Got the best stories in the industry, man. Hands down. Hands down.
Yeah, a story's a story, dog. You know, it could be straight cap or it could be just a case of massive embellishment. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I know a lot of people from the hood, and when we tell stories, we embellish for comedic purposes, but he embellishes for, I don't know,
I
dog.
don't know what.
Because I've exaggerated shit for the joke.
Yeah.
But not to, you know what I'm saying, be like, yo, I fucking did this and I'm the biggest that and I put you on and put you on and put you on. He put on a lot of people.
He said, I don't care. I robbed the whole gym.
Oh, that's crazy when he said
And he
that
doubled down
shit.
again the other day. I was dying laughing.
I robbed the whole gym and made people that I robbed help me carry this shit out. You were crazy. In the Bronx at that. Like, I doubt that.
I'm glad that they show is doing good, though, man. Shout out
I can't
to
watch
Joe
it,
and
bro,
Jada.
to be honest, man.
I
watch
watch
clips. I watch clips.
I've been watching. I'm watching the dynamic because they've been having good guests on lately.
Yeah.
Man. They had Jermaine
I gotta
Dupri.
start watching. I gotta
Jermaine
start
is
watching.
amazing. Jermaine is so knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? He had the
I gotta
the
start
85
watching.
South show boys on there. the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, nah, them dudes are
Real
funny,
good
bro.
show. Real good show. Yeah.
They really, see, that's a case of maneuvering. When the whole wilding out thing, when they started firing some of
Yeah.
these people,
Yeah, we have our own
bro,
shit.
they maneuvered and was like them three. You know what I'm saying? Went on tour. They did their thing. Then they started
Shit,
podcasting, right? They do, right?
Yeah, the 85
So that's
South
what I'm
show.
saying. So
Mhm.
that trio right there figured it out. They figured out how to. They could have been stuck and mad at the politics of the whole shit.
Right.
But nah, they maneuvered. They might. I'm sure they was mad at first, but they maneuvered the situation and made it work for them.
That's,
Yeah,
what, that's
man.
what this shit is about.
That's
being
what
able
it's
to
about.
navigate
Everything
and-
changes, bro.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
changes. Nothing
being
stays
able
the same.
to adapt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, because that ain't easy.
Yeah. And that's the best thing, man, that we are creatures of adaptation, bro. We adapt to where we live, you know, the weather, to everything. So we got to be able to do that. And that's what I feel like that's one of the key things that they're trying to take from us, man.
They are.
By making us fucking feel like, oh, it's cool to be a victim.
Yeah.
You could be a victim your whole fucking life. Or you
About
could adapt to everything they throw at you, man. And be a
Right.
victor, you know what I mean? Like,
Victor.
be a victor. Don't be a victim. I'm throwing all the cliches out today.
Yeah. I
But
like
these
that
are
shit.
facts, though. Like you really can. You gotta
can.
be able to maneuver. It's not always gonna be easy, and some shit ain't gonna work.
That's a fact.
I've done a lot. I've tried a lot of things that just didn't work. They didn't work, so I gotta move
Yeah.
on from that. Maybe it was timing.
Or they did work and then it's run its course. You know, like everything ain't forever. So even
Yeah.
if something works, it may not work forever. It work for the moment or whatever. And
Nah,
then
some of my shit didn't work.
some of my shit flopped, kid.
Fucking
we keep it
flop,
100,
dog.
son.
I lost money doing this shit.
That's how I thought I was trying to be a professional gambler. So
Oh, that's crazy.
And then-
Bro, what about homie at the Superman gas station? Yo.
at Metropolis,
That was
we ran
crazy,
through
bro.
Metropolis, right? We would just happen to stop, get some gas, and maybe some coffee or something. And it was a game
Worst coffee
room,
ever, by the way.
Word horrible. I spit that shit out and threw it out.
I drank
was
the
like,
shit.
I don't know how you. I was like, I'm looking at him and he drinking. I'm like, I
Said
got
this shit is nasty, but I was just chugging that
Oh, I threw that shit in the garbage. This is new. I'd rather fall asleep on this highway
shit. Yeah, that's
than
crazy.
drink this coffee.
Oui.
That's crazy, right?
Oui. Yo, so they had a gambling spot. They had slots.
It's a game
in there.
room, man.
Yeah.
Big game room, like with like maybe 12 machines in there, dog.
So we start joking, and I'm like, bro, this dude lost his rent. And Bless like, imagine losing your rent at a gas station. I get
BP.
at Vegas, but at a BP, dog, this, that, and the third. And then
What?
one guy walks out, and he's like, he snatches his hat off. Like, I
Oh
said, yo,
man, the door closed a little hard, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, something's
Then he
wrong.
got in his car, and he starts going through his phone. He ain't leave. He starts going through his phone. So we joking. I'm like, bro, he's shuffling around his
He's trying to get more
his
money.
finances. He's shuffling around his money so he could go back in there. And as we saying this, and I'm watching dude, which you can't convince me he wasn't moving money around.
he definitely was.
He was moving money around. And then this other
the following
dude
guy, right?
opens the door. Bow.
Man, hard.
He goes, fuck.
I'm like, oh shit, he lost more money than the last
Yo,
guy.
then he gets in his car and he slammed the door.
No,
Bow,
but
like
he
he's
kicked the
trying-
garbage can on the way
Yeah,
to the.
yeah, yeah.
It was
No,
like
he was throwing a
mad.
fit.
It was boom, boom, boom.
He was
boom,
throwing a
boom,
fit.
all
He
the
was
way to
making
the car.
beats. Then he slammed the door like, bro, like it sounded like he broke the door.
Hard as fuck. And reversed that car like a drifter, right?
He reversed it, and then we didn't know the area, so we don't know the exit. It's just mad dark over there, and there's like
He's
trailers.
going to 18-wheeler trailers.
Yeah.
Fast.
He just peeled off and starts going. And as he goes into the darkness and he faced the black, you just hear.
I say he's about to drive off a bridge or whatever's over there. He's,
Bro, he lost everything
Yo,
in
that
the
shit.
gas station, so it
It
does
was
happen.
like a heart wrenching like cry, like it was loud as trailing.
It just faded into the darkness, bro. I was like, yo, that guy's wow, that was crazy. I've never seen that. And I've been to Vegas.
Yo.
And the funniest shit I had seen before that was in Vegas. This one guy, and I mean funny because of the way it played
Funny
out,
to
but I
you,
know it
not
wasn't
him.
funny to him. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he must have lost a lot.
Hey.
This dude was in the elevator,
It's
bro,
all perspective, bro.
and his eyes were just gone. He's like this. So we get in the elevator, and mind you, we waited for the elevator to come down.
Yeah.
The doors opened up. He stood in there at the lobby. So he was riding the elevator up and down trying to figure out his life. And he was like this. I get in and I hit the button. Now I'm watching him because I'm vigilant. You know, I don't know what you up to. You know what I'm saying?
Homie.
And yo, he just like this. And like halfway up to getting to our floor, he goes, ah. And then he shut up and went back to blank, and we just kept moving. I'm in there trying not to laugh at his misfortune,
You're like,
but
man.
I've never seen a grown man in
Like a
front
baby,
of
like-
yo. Dog, I felt bad after the laugh, bro. But that was the worst. And in Vegas, but
El
this guy
baby
at the
coño.
Superman gas station lost, bro.
Damn, son, it made me not want to be in Metropolis no more.
Nah, we got the fuck out of there, bro.
Nah, you gotta
Superman was not helping him that night, bro.
Not at all. Not at all.
And people
son.
were going in there. It was like a busy ass game room.
To game.
That one guy got
They would
dropped
buy
off.
the beer first, pow, hit the beer, and then hit the game room to lose everything.
To
I
lose
said,
everything.
This process, how do you have to be?
That's crazy.
In what manner do you have
Some
to think
small town
to
shit, right?
repeat this process?
We was in Ohio. That was in Ohio.
No, that
Yeah. It was right before we crossed the bridge. Right when we left there, we crossed the bridge into Illinois.
it was. I thought it was Indiana. No, it was Indiana.
Was it Indiana?
Yeah, Metropolis.
Why would Metropolis be in Indiana?
No clue.
He was raised in Ohio. Clark Kent was raised in a farm in Ohio. That's why I thought we was there.
That's why I thought we was.
And then you was like, yo, this is the Ohio River.
right, but we weren't.
We was in
crossing into
Indiana.
Ohio, we was in
No, we was
Indiana.
crossing into
To
Indiana.
Tennessee from
Into Tennessee.
Indiana,
Yeah, wherever we was, man.
we were somewhere.
Stay away from the Superman gas station. Do not gamble
Don't go
at
to the Superman
gas
BP in Metropolis.
station. Their coffee sucks and they gonna get your money, bro.
Yo,
And Superman ain't coming.
that's what happens. People would go in there and get coffee. It tastes nasty.
Their
and they
pizza
get a
was
beer.
dope though.
Good, yeah.
Pizza was good,
I
bro.
almost shouted out the brand. I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah. Nah.
Those days are over, but it was good pizza. Good pizza. I was like,
Yo, he was hitting no.
damn, he's driving towards the 18 wheeler.
Yo, I hope homie's okay, man.
I don't know.
honestly.
I don't know if he made it through that.
I hope he's okay. I hope whoever lives with him is all right.
right, because that is definitely
Yo.
the pretense to beating.
Beating the shit out your significant other.
Yeah, for real. Though.
Violence of the domestic kind
Yeah.
could have happened that night.
Right,
bro,
he
for
lost.
real.
He definitely lost the rent and
Yeah.
light and whatever else.
Bro, it sounded like he lost it all.
He sounded like he needed to find a pawn shop before his girl woke up.
It sounded like he found a pawn shop
And then
before
lost.
he went to the gas station.
He found a pawn shop and then was like, "Let me just try one last time. before
One
I
last time.
I can get
got
it
this.
all back right
In the
now."
name of Superman, be with me. And he lost it all in the name of the Kents.
Superman.
He
and
lost the Kent
Kents.
farm, bro.
Yo, dang,
That was Charlie Kent.
crazy.
That was
fool.
Charlie Kent, bro.
Yo, look, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta
But
go get my
before
car.
we get out of here, make sure that you download the new and improved free iHeartRadio music app and make us #1 on your presets. That's BMB GreenRoom. You search that shit, you make it #1 if you haven't done it already. Love y'all. I was sounding angry. You
little
search
bit.
that shit, you
Search
make
that
us
shit.
your #1 preset. I'm not.
Do it. I'm not playing with you.
Have a great day. No. Also, man, listen to us on all your wherever you get podcasts at, man. That's on Amazon, on Apple Music. Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, on all the you know where you get your stuff at. There's some stuff I'm missing, but we there. Check us out. And then follow our socials. I think I did that earlier, but you can still follow us
Do it
again.
again.
Follow us now. Follow us twice. Tell somebody else to follow us.
Yeah.
And when you see these videos over here, y'all know that we not backed by any machine. This is straight indie content. So please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps us tremendously with the algorithm and bringing you this content.
And always make sure that you stay out of the Superman gas station.
Please don't gamble at the.
Yeah.
I almost said a brand.
Yeah.
At the Superman gas station. I like how you did that. And I think that's it. Yo, shout out to everybody on the chat. Get with us next week. 1-ish,
Yeah.
right?
Let's shoot for 1-ish and see
Let's
how
shoot
that.
for 1-ish,
how that
man. And
helps
see
out.
how we rock. Until then, man, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We'll see y'all next week. We are officially back. This was episode 31, right?
Yeah,
Season 4 has begun. BMB GreenRoom.
Pray for Bieber, y'all.
We promise tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine. The medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. Promise tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine. The medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow. We ain't promised tomorrow. And it's a tough road to follow. And everybody want the medicine's the truth, but it's a tough pill to swallow.